All right, so I am making dinner. We're gonna start out with some Brussels sprouts, and I'm just gonna let them soak and get nice and clean. Look at those; those are beautiful. Oh my goodness! You know, you can whether you steam them or you roast them, you can't go wrong with Brussels sprouts. And again, of course, I can't use butter in mine. I can use olive oil, but I can't use the real butter. But these look fabulous. All right, they look good. I'm gonna continue to cut these and cut them in half. I want to thank all of you that chimed in and gave me your ideas and the things that you do, and I just love your opinions about everything. All right, this is looking good. Oh, and then we're going to have some roasted sweet potatoes. So we're going to have roasted sweet potatoes. We're going to have um, the Brussels sprouts roasted. And we're going to have some hot haddock, Haddock, haddock. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But anyway, it's a white fish. I'm going to show it to you as soon as I finish up with this. But it's a really nice flaky fish. I like the taste of it. But of course, I like halibut better. Now, halibut is a very like meaty fish. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but we love to eat it. So I'm just going to quarter up these sweet potatoes, and we're going to roast them and get those sweet potatoes roasted along with the Brussels sprouts, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. All right, that looks good, and here they go. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Alrighty, so now I got my pan, and this just goes to my nudie Ninja Foodie. And I'm just going to put my Brussels sprouts in that and sweet potatoes together and roast them with some olive oil until they get completely done. All right, so moving on. Here is the haddock. And you see it's nice and thick, and it's a nice meaty fish, and it smells good. Always smell your fish, make sure it's fresh. And I'm just going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to bake it. Now, this is some panko that I have, and all I have mixed in here with the panko is some, I'm going to put in some saison, and it comes in different flavors, so you can choose the kind that you want. And I'm going to put in some roasted garlic. So this is the first time I've used roasted garlic on my fish. I usually just use regular garlic. And I've got some salt and pepper in my panko. And I just wet my fish just a little bit. Now, I've made it before, and I have just kind of put olive oil or butter in my panko breading and just breaded my fish that way. And that did really good. So this time I decided I was just going to wet the fish and not put the oil in the panko mix and do it this way. But I find that doing it this way, it was a little bit more work related. So in my opinion, it's best to put the olive oil, mix it with the panko or whatever breading you're going to use, and then go ahead and there's my husband, sweetheart. Bless his heart. And just mix it like that, and then kind of bread it. And because we're baking it in the oven, and we're not using any extra oil to deep fry it or anything. Not that we can't or he can't have deep fried, because he can have vegetable oil and peanut oil, just no lard. So I'm going to be making bread with Crisco and stuff like that, or whatever kind of shortening I can find that's animal related, that's not animal related, to make biscuits with and make my pie crust and things with. But This is going to be great. I've tried this before, as I said, and I'm just going to continue to do this, breading it and making sure I got it covered really, really good. Like I said, it is so much easier if you go ahead and put the olive oil or whatever oil you want to use into the panko mix and bread it. It sticks a whole lot better. It may not cover every little piece of it, but you're going to get that nice crunch on your fish. And we really like it this way. It's not fried, but it's baked in the oven. But the fact that the panko, which is like a crispy coating, it's not, it's not flour, but it's a breading that's like a chunky, crispy coating. And when you put it in the oven, and I'm going to spray it with some olive oil and put it in the oven, and it's going to do just fine in the oven and come out nice and crispy. So what you can do is at the end, when you got all your fish laying in the pan nice and pretty, then you're going to have some panko left, and you can just take with your hand and pick it up and coat any spots that you see that may be naked. You don't want to coat it too heavily, but whatever you desire to have it or how you desire to have it coated, that's what you want to do. But this is looking good, and I'm coming to the end of this, but I just want to make sure that I got it on here. And oh my goodness, this is going to be good. This is a really nice meaty fish, and I like a nice meaty fish. Sometimes when you go to the store, you get some fish and it's just paper thin, and you be thinking, and they're charging you an arm and leg, and you're thinking, what are they thinking? Trying to charge me this high price for this itty bitty thin fish. All right, and so that's what it looks like, and I'm just gonna spray it with some olive oil. This is this olive oil in the can. I have a better one than this particular brand that I bought, but it does the trick. So there it is. Into the oven it goes, 475 for 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it down. All right, look at that. Oh, wonderful. You be sure and try that because that is great. Now, here's my roasted vegetables, sweet potato and Brussels sprouts. And I just put olive oil, salt, and pepper on them. And you can do the same thing. I didn't put the pepper and salt on there. And I also made us a fruit bowl. It's just strawberries, walnuts, some hemp seed, and a little bit of honey. And now I did add some cottage cheese to mine. And there it is. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you all so much. Be blessed. I'll see you real soon.